Hello there and welcome to our guest segment on the Breakfast Connect on Africa Business Radio. I'm your host, Shukunonso Modi. To reach the level of a profitable trader, there are two opposing views. One is that to be successful, you have to specialize by trading in one market alone. The other is that the only way to lasting profits is through diversification. This has left most traders to gravitate more to diversified trading than specialized trading. But a recent piece by CMTRADING sheds more light on the benefits of specialized trading and how it might make a rich Forex trader. Joining me to talk about specialized trading and its benefits in the Forex space is Mr. Temitope Ijibadejo, the Nigeria Regional Manager for CMTRADING. Temitope Ijibadejo is a professional Forex trader with over 14 years of financial market experience and an award winner for Best Forex Fund Manager at 2013's Lagos Forex Expo and Awards. He has been instrumental in training over 5,000 traders and investors. He is currently the Nigeria Regional Manager for CMTRADING, Africa's largest financial broker. Welcome, sir. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, Nonso. Pleasure to be here.
Okay. So please, can you shed more light on the difference between specialized trading and diversified trading and its impact on the Forex space?
Trade specialization or specialized trading is actually when a financial market trader or a Forex trader decides to be disciplined enough to narrow his trading assets.
Okay.
So, for instance, a Forex trader can decide that I'm going to trade only crude oil, or I'm going to trade only gold, or maybe the NASDAQ.
Okay.
Now, the idea of specialized trading is that you want to master that particular asset to a level whereby you are able to determine to a high degree what will happen in the future. Because, just like they say, Jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah. It happens also here in this space, in the Forex space, whereby if you could just decide to stick to one or two assets, you find out that you understand that asset just the way a man understands his wife. You know how it is when a man understands his wife?
Yeah.
When your wife winks, you can tell that, she's not happy. That's exactly how it is also with financial assets. If you decide to focus on, say, crude oil, and now crude oil is related to the US dollar.
Yeah.
It has a direct relationship with the US dollar. So there are certain things that happen, certain news that come out of the US that would affect the price of crude oil. You understand? Because you have decided to focus, be disciplined enough to master that asset. Now, when we talk about trade diversification, now this means that you are not really focused on one asset. You play around different assets. So you play with currencies, you play with commodities, you play with indices, you play with cryptocurrencies, you play with shares, stocks. You understand? Now, the idea is that you want to trade so many assets, you want to make money from as many assets as possible. Now, a lot of people do it. In fact, majority of financial traders actually are involved in diversified asset trading. But you see, with time, you will find out that your accuracy level, your level of accuracy, you're not so clinical in your analysis. So you could have a strike or a hit rate of maybe 60 to 70%.
Okay.
But if you decided to take up the discipline to be specialized, to focus on just one or two assets, you'll find out that on several occasions, you are doing 90% month in, month out. You are able to determine to a high level of accuracy what will happen on those assets. Just because you are focused on it, you've given it the time, and of course, mastery comes out of focus.
Okay. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you for that. So initially, you are saying that although diversification, it will see is what most traders are picking, you specialize is better.
Yes. From my experience, I've been in this space for 14 years, and I can tell you for free, I've been a diversified trader and I've also been a specialized trader. In my earlier years, I was a diversified trader. I used to trade several assets, and this is common with new traders. They think that the money is in every asset, that they must jump from gold to crude oil to NASDAQ. You understand? They want to jump from one asset to the other. Funny enough, that's not how you make the money. The money is made when you understand an asset class to a level whereby you are able to forecast to a high level of accuracy what will happen in the future. Let me say that the market is basically made up of cycles and patterns. It's basically repetition. So what if you could understand the pattern of a particular asset rather than looking for how to understand the pattern of several assets? There are over, for instance, on the CMTRADING platform, we have over 150 assets. Why do you want to understand 150 assets when you could just understand maybe a particular asset class, indices, or maybe just cryptocurrency, Bitcoin with the US dollar, or understand crude oil, just that commodity alone? Before you know it, you are doing so well if you are specialized.
Okay. So understanding one is way better than taking so much on your plate. All right. Thank you for that.
Clearly, from experience.
So tell us, how can you get started as an online specialized trader?
Okay. You see, it all starts from choosing a particular asset. You need to understand why you must first of all be specialized. Like I've said, you want to be more accurate. You want your analysis to be more accurate. You want to have a better hit rate or strike rate in the market. You don't want to be like a gambler. You want to understand the patterns. So what you need to do, first of all, make up your mind that I'm going to be disciplined enough to focus on just a few assets or one asset. You understand? Make up your mind. It takes a lot of discipline. You see, one thing about specialized trading, and this is where it is a bit difficult for many, you most of the time will not see trading opportunities on that asset. So there are sometimes for 3 days to 1 week, you're not in the market because you have not seen that clear-cut setup, that thing that makes you want to invest, makes you want to put in your money in the market. You understand? And so there needs to be discipline. Discipline is key when it comes to trade specialization. You must know how to put your hand in your pocket and not click buy or click sell. You must be disciplined enough not to look into other assets when you have not seen what you are looking for on that asset you are used to. You understand? So if you have not seen anything on crude oil, for instance, you don't go around to start looking at gold. You don't go around to start looking at what the GBP USD is saying. You understand? You keep your eye on the price, which is crude oil, and you wait, even if it's for 2 weeks, before you take a trade. So discipline is key. That's the first thing. Make up your mind to be disciplined, and from there, just put your focus on that asset. As you put your focus on that asset day and night, you begin to see the patterns. It's normal. You begin to see the cycles. There are cycles, there are patterns. You begin to see them repeat themselves week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. And before you know it, you are like a prophet in the market. You begin to say it will go this way, and truly, just truly, it goes that way. Because you already understand the pattern, the cycle, and your accuracy level just skyrockets, and before you know it, you are a surprise to yourself.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. So let's look at the risk now. You know, some people will tell you that you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket, and we can't say they are wrong. What are the risks involved with specialized trading?
You see, for me, there's no risk involved in specialized trading.
Okay.
There's no risk, because the only risk in the market is when you are trading what you are not sure of. And most of the time that happens with diversified trading. When you need to start jumping from one asset to the other. You cut away the risk when you decide to be focused. You know what focus does? Focus keeps you on your eye on the price. And let me say something. in the markets, how do we make profits? We make profit when we are able to outsmart risk. And one of the ways you find out that you are able to outsmart risk over time is when you are specialized. Because when you are specialized, you have focus, you have understanding, and with understanding, you overcome risk.
Okay. With understanding, you overcome risk. You sound like if you were given an option, you would scrap diversified trading and pick specialized as more.
Funny enough, no, it's just my own thing. I've just decided over the years to be specialized. I found out that it brings out the best in me. Okay. However, there are so many traders out there, many market participants who are on the diversified side, and they are doing well also. Now, you see, there's another reason why I decided to take on specialized trading. And this is it. You know, when you are diversified, your head is so busy. You are looking at different market reports, news. You are expecting different news, and so on. You don't even have the time to live life because you are always busy. The mind is always busy. But you see, when you are specialized, you have time for family. There are only one or two things you are looking out for in the market. So when you don't see that one or two things, then you have time to rest. You have time to sleep. You have time to be with family. You have time to enjoy life. You understand? I think if you really want to enjoy life and trading together, specialized trading is the thing.
Okay. All right.
That's my opinion, though.
Yes, and I understand it perfectly. So now bringing this with Forex and other financial markets, would you advise people to combine Forex with other financial markets? Yes.
Let me say that the markets work on the same principle of demand and supply. Buy low, sell high. If you can trade Forex, you can trade any financial market. So if you're already trading other financial markets, it all operates on the same knowledge base. You understand? The same foundation. It's the same foundation, demand and supply, buy low, sell high. So why not? You can be involved in other markets. If you're involved in other markets, you can be involved in Forex.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for an amazing conversation, Mr. Temitope.
Thank you, Nonso.
All right. That was Mr. Temitope Ijibadejo, Nigerian Regional Manager, CM Trading. The Breakfast Connect show continues in just a moment. Stay here.